Good morning, children. Children, welcome back to the class, children, after the first time holidays. Children, in the last class, we learned about the revised syllabus of the for the year 2020 and 21, children. Nearly 29% of the syllabus has been reduced, and here out of the 12 chapters, whatever that are there in the examination in the textbook, children, out of the 12 chapters, 4 chapters have been excluded, children. Okay, in that 4 chapters they have been given only for the activity and the project based, children, whereas the remaining 8 chapters have been given for the examination. Okay, that is the examination pattern. And of the 4 chapters, some topics have been recommended, special topics have been recommended for the activity and the project based. Okay, children, right. Okay, as a part of the 8 chapters syllabus, we are learning about the chapter that is chemical reactions and equations. Okay, children, today we have, that means we have, of this chapter we have completed up to 50%, nearly 70% of the topics whatever that are there in this chapter. But of course, whatever the topics that we have covered, as we have come from the after the some or 1 week holidays, therefore I want to revise of all the topics, I want to rewind of all the topics whatever that we have learned in the earlier classes, children. Okay, right. Okay, children, right. Therefore, in this chemical reactions and equations. Chemical reactions. Normally, in our daily life, we come across many of the chemical changes. There are 2 types of changes, that is physical change as well as the chemical change. And during a chemical change, always new substance is formed, and it cannot be irreversible. We cannot obtain the same again. Okay, and in the same way, children, there is a change in the chemical composition. Okay, it is a permanent change. All that changes we have seen, children. Okay, and here in our daily life, respiration is a chemical change. Changing of milk into curd is a chemical change. Okay, changing of milk into curd is a chemical change. Okay, breathing, that is respiration, is a chemical change. Okay, children, and food digestion is a chemical change. Iron nail exposed to the air, it gets rusted, is a chemical change. Okay, and water added to the quicklime, when water is added to the quicklime, okay, the reaction whatever that is taking place, that is a chemical change. And I have given of 30 elements and their atomic numbers, children. Okay, as I have said you to read the 30 elements and their formulae also. Few formulae I have given, children. That is hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon, argon. Okay, neon. Okay, sodium, magnesium, aluminium, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, argon, potassium, calcium, scandium, titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, iron, cobalt, nickel, copper, zinc. These are the 30 elements that I have given, children. These are the 30 elements that I have given for you. And in the same way, I have given few formulae. That is HCl, hydrochloric acid, H2SO4, sulfuric acid, HNO3, nitric acid, H2O, water. Okay, H2O, water, CaCO3, calcium carbonate, CaOH taken twice, calcium hydroxide, CaO, calcium oxide, MgO, magnesium oxide, MgCO3, magnesium carbonate, MgOH taken twice, magnesium hydroxide, which is also called as milk of magnesia. Okay, MgCl2, magnesium chloride, MgNO3 taken twice, magnesium nitrate. Okay, like that. In the same way, AgCl, silver chloride. Okay, silver nitrate, AgNO3, silver nitrate. Okay, like that we have seen, children. In the same way, we have seen potassium permanganate, KMnO4, potassium permanganate. Okay, potassium nitrate, KNO3, potassium nitrate. Okay, like that I have given many of the formulae, children, nearly some 40-50 formulae I have given, and I said you to learn the formulae. And in the same way, children, we learned, that means I have given the different types of the chemical changes. Okay, there are 4 types of chemical changes. 4 types of chemical changes. The 4 types of chemical changes is chemical combination, chemical decomposition, chemical displacement, chemical double decomposition or chemical double displacement, chemical double decomposition. Decomposition or chemical displacement reaction. These are the 4 types of the chemical reactions, chemical changes. Okay, in this we have learned chemical combination means here 2 or more chemicals or the 2 or more compounds, if they combine to get a new compound, then it is called as the chemical combination. Okay, next, chemical decomposition means a compound splitting into 2 or more compounds, it is called as the chemical decomposition. Decomposing means splitting. Chemical displacement is the one in which the reaction in which displaces of a element from a compound. And the chemical double decomposition or chemical double displacement means, okay, it is a chemical reaction in which 2 different compounds combine together 2 more different compounds. Okay, and I have explained in detail about these 4 types of the chemical changes. As the example for this one is CaO plus H2O give rise to CaOH taken twice. Okay, CaO is also called as a quicklime, children. CaO is also called as a quicklime, and it reacts with the water. It gives off calcium hydroxide, which is also called as a slaked lime, children. Okay, which is also called as a slaked lime. Okay, and here, okay, and here we can test this reaction. Whereas if you test the reaction by using a litmus paper, we get the result as a basic solution, children. Therefore, that is the what chemical combination reaction. And in the same way, we can write 2Mg plus O2 give rise to 2MgO. This is also a chemical combination reaction. C plus O2 give rise to CO2. Like that, many of the chemical reactions we have seen, children. And in the same way, we have seen about the chemical decomposition. CaCO3 on heating give rise to CaO plus CO2. Okay, chemical decomposition. CaCO3 calcium carbonate on heating, it gives calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide, CaO plus CO2. And here in the displacement reaction, we have seen that zinc plus HCl give rise to ZnCl2, zinc plus 2HCl give rise to ZnCl2 plus H2. Okay, and here in this we can say that BaCl2, barium chloride, on reacting with sodium nitrate, okay, gives barium nitrate plus sodium chloride. Okay, like that we have seen, children. Okay, sodium sulfate, Na2SO4. Sodium sulfate is give rise to BaSO4 and NaCl. Okay, 2NaCl. Like that we get the chemical reaction, children. These are the different types of the chemical reactions. And in the same way, we learned about the, okay, we have learned about the balancing of the chemical equation. Normally, in a we learn about what is a chemical equation, children. in the chemical equation we have reactants and as well as the products. Reactants are the one which they reacts, and the products are the new substances which are formed, and reactants will be on the left side, whereas the product will be on to the right side, children. Okay, balancing of the chemical equation, children. Okay, the mass of the number of atoms which are present on the reactant side should be equal to the number of atoms which are on the product side, children. That is according to the law of conservation of mass. Mass of the products on the reactant side should be equal to the mass of the products onto the product side, children. Okay, that is on basis on the law of conservation of mass, we balance the chemical equation. Okay, and here, children, after balancing of the chemical equation, okay, we learned about the different examples of balancing of chemical equation, children. And in the same way, we have seen that how we can make an equation more informative. How we can make an equation more informative, children. We can make an equation more informative by saying its physical state, by saying that it is heat changing, that is whether it is an exothermic reaction or endothermic reaction. The reaction in which the heat is evolved, heat is coming outside, is called as the exothermic reaction. The reaction in which the heat is absorbed during of a chemical reaction, it is called as the endothermic reaction. And here the gas evolved, whatever the gas evolved, and the precipitate form. Okay, that means we can make a chemical equation more informative by giving its physical state, by giving its whether the heat, how the heat changing, whether heat is absorbed or heat is evolved, and here by saying it's the gas evolved over there, and by saying the formation of the precipitate. Okay, like that we have seen the exothermic and endothermic reaction by giving of an example, children. Okay, and in the same way, interpreting a balanced chemical equation, children. When we interpret a balanced chemical equation, it gives information about the reactants as well as the products with their symbols and formulae, and it gives the ratio of the molecules of reactants and products. It gives the ratio of the molecules of reactants and products, and here as molecular masses are expressed in unified mass, the relative masses of the reactants and the products are known from the equation. We can know the relative masses of the reactants and the products. Okay, and here if the masses are expressed in grams, the equation also gives the molar ratio of the reactants and products. And if the masses are involved, we can equate their masses if they have the volume, and we can calculate the volume of the gases liberated at a given condition, children. And here, by using the molar mass and Avogadro number is given as 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 particles, children. Okay. From the equation we get the mass-mass relationship, mass-volume relationship, volume-volume relationship, and as well as the mass-volume relationship, children. Okay. Up till here we learned, children. This is the revised part, whatever that we have learned in the previous class. Therefore, in the next class, we go with the new topic, which is related to the continuation of this chapter. Okay? Right. Thank you. Have a nice day.